Hello, it's me. I am talking about Beauty and the Beast again today. Hello everybody, it's day 18 of Vlogmas. I had an epiphany at about 6:45 this morning and decided that I was going to do another book review. I have now read 3 and almost 4 different versions of Beauty and the Beast. And I only say almost because I'm actually not done with the book that I'm reviewing today. I just am really excited about it and I really wanted to talk about it. The first one that I ever read, I actually read before Beauty and the Beast was my favorite movie. It's everybody's favorite Beauty and the Beast. That isn't Disney, it's Beastly. I mean, Beastly is like the twilight of Beauty and the Beast in 2007. Everybody read Beastly, the movie was coming out, so it was super popular. I finished it on an airplane home from Pennsylvania and I cried my eyes out at the end. It is so heart-wrenching. Right at the very end, I absolutely love the way that the fairy tale fits into modern day in this book. Just something about it is so good to me. I've actually talked about this book before, but the second Beauty and the Beast interpretation that I've read was Beauty by Robin McKinley, and Sarah actually talked me into reading this. It's fantastic. The magic is not as well explained as I would like, but I totally forgive that because everything else in this book is just so good. I read this in 3 days. It's about 300 pages. I read 100 pages a day and I never read 100 pages a day. I loved this book. Read it. Just do it. Here comes the disappointing one. I absolutely loathe this book for so many reasons. The biggest one being that Serena Valentino entirely misses the point of the Beast's characterization. She spends almost half the book on these 3 characters that I absolutely hated in this book. They're like the sisters of the Enchantress and they have nothing to do with this story. They don't belong here, but she's obsessed with them. This book does nothing for the Beast. Throughout this book, he's a jerk! And then all of a sudden he's just a good person that wants to change, but we don't get that characterization to believe that that would happen in this book. That's why it makes me so angry. And I've talked way too much about this book already. However, Disney Press has redeemed itself with this. I might cry at just how overwhelmingly relieved I am that this book exists. This is called Oldest Time by Liz Braswell, and I was super hesitant to buy this. Somebody put a huge stack of them at the info desk where I was working one day, and I took that as a sign that I should just buy it. Liz Braswell gets what Beauty and the Beast is about entirely. You need to read this book if you like Beauty and the Beast. You know me, and if you don't, if you're new here, go and check out our videos from September. We did an entire month of Beauty and the Beast videos for the 25th anniversary. I just want to thank Liz Braswell for just really understanding exactly what I needed out of a Beauty and the Beast book. This might seem off topic, but whenever you see Disney characters sorted into Hogwarts houses, of course Belle is in Ravenclaw. You actually get to see into Belle's head in this book, and you get to see the way that she thinks and the processes that she goes through, the ways in which she understands people around her and how she can use the information that she has to get herself out of situations. This is the Ravenclaw Belle that we need to see. This is the Ravenclaw Belle that we need to have. Kind of a spoiler, but at the very top of the book you can see that it says, "What if Belle's mother cursed the Beast?" So a big mystery in the book is who's Belle's mother. They figure out she's the Enchantress, but they still don't know that much about her. There's this whole mystery of where did magic go? Where did the magic come from? How do they find her? So you get more characters in this book than we did in the original movie, which is great. I love all of these characters. There's one character that I actually Snapchatted about earlier today that shows up early in the book in flashbacks with Maurice, which I think is really cool that we get to see Maurice's backstory too. He's like this friend of Maurice and then he kind of disappears for a while and then he comes back as one of the movie characters, and I was freaking out when I figured it out. I will say that most of the major plot points are things that I figured out before I got to the reveal of that plot point. However, I didn't have a problem with that, but when I got to this one character and how he's worked back into the book, I was freaking out. My mind was blown. I hadn't even met him again, introduced as the character that I knew he was going to be. It didn't matter. Liz Braswell takes the time to talk about the age differences between the characters. Because, you know, there's that whole theory about, well, why did the Enchantress curse an 11-year-old? She addresses all of that. She talks about it, and she spends time with Belle wondering how her mother, of all people, could curse a child. She doesn't exactly explain why the inanimate objects don't age, but the Beast does. And while the relationship in this book does build up over a matter of days and not this ambiguous amount of time that they're given in the movie, I still buy it. The Beast is just such a likable character, and she doesn't bother giving him a stupid name like Adam. She does the kind of thing that Alex Flynn did in Beastly, where he tells her, I used to have a name, but I'm not gonna go by that name anymore because I'm not that person. As I was texting Sarah about it, one of the first things she texted me back was that this book sounded like the kind of Beauty and the Beast book that we had been waiting for, and we finally have it. I'm just so overjoyed that this book exists, that it is so well written, that all of the characterization is exactly the way that it should be, and entirely new and wonderful. I think that's all that I'm gonna say about this book, because if I keep talking about it, I might actually cry. I honestly think after researching Linda Wolverton that she would heartily approve of this. This is the kind of Belle that she had to almost literally fight for during the production of Beauty and the Beast. Thank you so much for watching me get emotional about a book. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. In the comments below, let me know if you would like me to review Liz Braswell's other 2 Disney novels, because I am pretty sure I'm gonna be buying those soon. If you're not already subscribed to The Princess and the Scrivener, please do so down below, especially if you'd like to see more videos on Disney, intersectional feminism, pop culture critiques, Vlogmas, and more. The Scrivener will see you tomorrow. Linda, please read this book. Linda Wolverton, please read this book.